welcome back. All right, let's have our next segment, and the next segment is about the makeup tips. We're gonna have Joyce Yeo. Let's welcome Joyce. Okay, Joyce, so a little bit about Joyce. I'm gonna introduce her. So Joyce Yeo is actually one of the top wedding hair and makeup artists in Singapore with 6 years of experience. Featured by Singapore Brides, Daily Vanity, and Asia1.com. Joyce has customized hair and makeup looks for over 500 clients, including wedding couples, models, performing arts talents, and corporate professionals. Let's welcome Joyce Yeo. Hi, Joyce.
Hi, Renee. Thank you.
Hi, good to have you here. Some of you might be thinking, you join this group and say, hey, how come the host don't even put makeup? It's so rude. Well, because our makeup artist says so. He said, come with a plain face. Okay, plain face, don't put anything, okay? Because you're gonna do the makeup class and then you'll be able to see before and after, right? So in case you're curious, so this is the before look, right? Very simple, and plain. So this is before look. I'm just gonna do a print screen. Okay, so okay, Joyce, I let you take on the stage. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Renee. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's H.E.R show. So, okay, let's get started. Okay, so first of all, I hope you already have applied on your skincare products. Okay, so just to make sure before you apply any foundation, right, always make sure you apply your skincare product, whether is it just toner, serum, moisturizer, or even sunblock. Okay, so first step before we put on our foundation, right, this is actually what I'm using first. So I'm putting on a foundation primer. A lot of people, they would typically skip the primer because they don't feel that it makes any difference. But I feel if let's say you are going to have a long day at work and you need to run from back to back meetings, right? It's always good to put a little bit of primer to make sure the foundation lasts longer. Okay, so I'm going to use a primer. If you don't have a primer, later on I would let you know which step is important for you to make sure your makeup lasts as well. Okay, so I'm just squeezing just this tiny bit of primer. For myself, I am actually using a pore minimizing primer because I already have dry skin, so I don't need to mattify it further. But I do have certain bigger pores that I want to conceal. I have some fine lines around my eyes I want to conceal. So when you choose your primer, it's also important to know what are your concerns you want to target, or what's the end result you want to achieve. So for myself, I'm using a pore minimizing primer. So I'm actually going to apply on the areas that I want to minimize the appearance of pores or fine lines or wrinkles. So it would be around my nose area, under eye area, forehead, and a bit on my chin. Okay, now for today's makeup tutorial, right, because it is fast free, so I'm not going to use many tools and brushes. So I'm going to teach your majority using fingers. Okay, so for application of makeup, right, unlike application of skincare, we massage it upwards because we want to open up the pores. We want our skin to absorb the skincare product. Okay. For makeup products, we want to close our pores, so we apply it in a downward motion.
Okay. I don't have a primer. I'm like so lazy. I am very minimal. I'm very minimalistic. Yeah. So those with primer can follow the steps.
Yes.
Any ladies doing this? Any ladies doing the exercise right now? Or guys, if you are, I mean, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so just a very quick primer. Now we are going into foundation. Before I show you the foundation product, right, I'm just going to go through some tools that people usually use to apply foundation. Of course, today we are going to use our fingers, yeah. But alternatively, usually for foundation, right, there are two other tools you can use. One is a foundation brush and one is a beauty blender. Okay, so quick tip, if let's say you're going to use a beauty blender, always make sure you use it when it's damp, not when it's dry.
You need to have water in it.
You need to make sure you soak it under running water and squeeze all the water out until it's damp, so you can feel there's moisture inside, but it's not dripping wet. Okay, so a lot of people make this mistake. They use a dry beauty blender and it soaks up all your foundation in. So you keep applying and it keeps soaking. You don't see anything here, but you see everything
That's
inside.
really funny. The more you apply and you don't see anything. Oh, okay, that's a good tip.
All right, so always make sure for those ladies who are using beauty blender, always make sure it's damp first. There's moisture inside, so it doesn't squeeze, it doesn't absorb your foundation, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, but for today, we are going to use our fingers. So, okay, I'm just using a normal liquid foundation.
Okay, I usually use sunblock. Yeah, tinted sunblock.
Tinted sunblock, okay.
Yeah, tinted.
Whether tinted sunblock or foundation, right, always make sure you shake it so that it's evenly distributed inside before you pump out a bit, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, because if you don't shake it, right, and it settles in, it will pump out in two different textures, usually a liquid and a watery texture. So I'm just pumping out a little bit. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So next tip, if let's say you are going to apply foundation using your hands, right? Now, where are the areas that we want to use for applying foundation? If you look at your fingers, it's usually in 3 sections. We only use the top and the second, only these two. You don't need to use this area. You don't need to use your palm. Okay? But for more effective and faster coverage, usually I use both hands lah. So what I do is I take some and then I usually focus on the center area of the face because that's where people usually see you, right? They don't see you sideways, right? So you have to focus here. So usually I would just dot it in the center area of the face in small dots. Okay, the reason why we do this, right? Although I know it looks very unglam now, but it helps you to make sure your foundation is distributed evenly.
Okay.
Okay. And so, I haven't finished applying. I still have some on my hands, yeah?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so after you have done this, next step, we use our fingers. You can use up to 4 fingers or 6 fingers, right? To just to blend it. And similarly, you blend it in a downwards motion.
Oh, downwards.
Yeah, downwards motion. So we blend the forehead area, nose area. Make sure you cover this side of the nose as well. And then once is any area concerning the eyes, right? You want to be as gentle as possible.
Oh, why?
Light patting motion.
Oh, okay.
Because the areas near our eyes, the skin area is particularly delicate. So if you tug at it too much, you might cause it to sag. Yeah.
Sag.
So, so you don't want that to happen, okay? So any motion around the eyes, make sure it's gentle and delicate.
Okay, so you use dabbing motion just to spread across the face.
Correct. Yeah. So I don't. If you see carefully, I don't do this. Okay, I don't.
Oh, you don't pull.
I don't pull. I don't pull.
Okay,
I always
that's
use short light strokes.
Oh, okay. Don't pull. Right.
And then after that, whichever extra foundation you have, you can go back to apply on areas whereby you feel you need more coverage. Okay, so typically, I would put, say, under my eyes area or maybe some pimple spots I want to cover. Okay, and then any other area on the side of the face whereby you want a bit more coverage. Because just now we only apply center, so now we can spread to the side of the face.
Okay.
And similarly, using either 4 or 6 fingers, right? Use light strokes to blend it out. Okay, make sure never to pull too hard. Around the eye area, use light tapping motion.
Okay.
Okay. If let's say you are used to using concealer, then you don't have to put anything too much under the eyes because we are going to go over that with under eye concealer. If you don't, then like what I did just now, you can use any excess foundation and apply it just slightly under the eyes for a little bit more coverage. Okay, so now foundation is done. One question that usually a lot of people ask me, right, is whether do I need to spread foundation all the way down to my neck?
Oh, yeah. Do you need to? Yeah, those of you who have any questions, feel free to type in the chat, okay?
Yeah, correct. Okay, so it really depends. If let's say your foundation color is well matched to your skin tone already and you don't see a very obvious distinction of color, after you apply a foundation, you don't need to put anything on your neck.
Okay.
I would suggest you put skincare instead lah. I would suggest you put skincare on your neck rather than foundation, right? Because it's very easy for you to stain your clothes and you don't want that to happen. Yeah, but
Yeah.
if let's say, for example, your skin color change, your skin tone change, maybe you got tanner, you got fairer, and you feel that on that day it happens you're wearing a lower neckline, then you will need to spread your foundation to cover your neck.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so next we are going into concealing. Do you have any concealer, Renee?
Concealer, yes. Yes.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to show you what concealer I have over here.
Okay.
There are two types of concealer. One is a cream and then one is a liquid. Today I'm using a cream concealer.
Okay. Mine is liquid, I think. Yeah.
Yours is liquid concealer, yeah? Okay, can. Okay, there's a question, is it?
For the lipstick, is it okay to substitute coconut oil instead of
Oh,
Oh, was that for the previous?
Yes, correct.
Ah, okay, that's for the previous. So later on, Fabian can answer this question after we are done. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so for the concealer, I have over here a 3-color palette. Okay, now this all three colors are important. Let me explain why. The first one, if you see, right, this is a peach color. Now what peach color does is it corrects your under eye circles.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, so instead of layering on a normal beige color concealer or layering on too much foundation, right, just a tiny bit of this peach color, it will neutralize away the bluish or the purplish tone of your under eye circle.
Oh, so peach color. Mine is only one color. How? Liquid.
Yeah, correct. So if it's one color, right, what it does is it gives higher coverage than your normal foundation.
Okay.
Yeah, so it works if let's say you don't have too strong under eye circle. Like say for example for me, right, it's very obvious you can see the difference in color tone, right? Yeah, so for yourself, if you don't have very distinctive color difference, it's okay just to use a beige color liquid concealer.
Okay.
Yeah, so for myself, because I know there's a distinct color difference, I would need to use a neutralizer.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then these two color shades, right, it helps to balance out this peach to be near my skin tone. And then usually, let's say for pimples or any other pigmentation that's a little bit stronger, then I will blend these two colors accordingly.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. So for yourself, right, for liquid concealer, you just need to put a little bit under here, usually this area, and then you just need to blend it out. So I will put mine and then you put yours, then we'll blend it together.
Okay.
So I'm just taking a little bit of this peach and then I'm mixing directly with the beige and I'm putting right underneath my under eye.
So it's gonna be dot as well?
For yours, yes. Yeah.
Oh,
for mine, because I'm using a little brush over here that comes with it, so it will just be one small stroke.
So do you do it on the top of the eyes? No, or you just do below? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Afterwards, put it aside and then we use our ring finger. Only the first section of our ring finger to blend it, because our ring finger is actually the most gentle finger out of 5. It's even stronger than our pinky. No, it's even more gentle than our pinky. Our pinky finger is actually stronger. Okay, so using our forefinger, just lightly tap and then blend out the concealer.
Okay.
Yeah, good. The other side. Both done already, yeah?
I guess so. Okay.
Okay, good. Can. So actually for yours, right, because you have a liquid concealer, what you can even do, is you can even apply it here like a highlight. Let me just show you. I'll show you the area that you can highlight.
Oh, okay.
You see? You can highlight a little bit over here. Yeah, and then your nose bridge.
Oh, okay.
And what this does is it gives you even more dimension to your facial structure.
So what's the difference between that and maybe like this kind of this kind of is meant to highlight, right?
No, that's a bronzing powder. So
Oh,
bronzing powder creates more depth. Highlight
that.
creates a three-dimensional structure that comes forward. Bronzing
Okay.
powder creates depth, so it recedes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So just like
So,
this.
yes, correct.
Okay.
And then just blend it.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically for makeup, right, a lot of times it's not just about the about layering on color just to make it colorful, but it's also about knowing how to create structure and depth to your face.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I mean, I've been watching those funny videos, right? Like from China, and they've got things like they pull out from their nose, or they're able to tape their face until it's like so V.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, what are they doing? I mean, how come there are plastics in their nostrils that they can pull out?
What they are doing is they're actually trying to create a fake nose bridge. So by putting something inside, right, it pushes up the side of their nose bridge.
Oh, what is
Yeah.
that they put in? Any plastic?
It's actually a kind of clip. I actually,
Oh,
yeah, I actually have some clients who have done it and demonstrated to me. It's quite
okay.
scary. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest I wouldn't suggest like normal occasion to do it.
Yeah.
I believe there are some models who do it as well, just for that shoot lah. Yeah, just to look good. But if you understand the concept of light and shadows, contour and highlight, right, you can achieve it. Just by applying anything outside. You don't have to do anything inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Wow, that's an expert talking already. Yeah, it is different. You don't need to put anything inside. Okay, remember that, and you
Yeah,
don't need
don't
to cut
need.
anything also. Okay, don't do that.
No,
Okay, that's not the purpose of
non-intrusive.
the show.
Yeah, non-intrusive. Okay. All right. So after we are done with concealing, this is one interesting part which I'm going to show. So I'm going to show you how to use your lipstick for double functions. Okay.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't have my doTERRA essential lipstick with me. I also did that one time. Yeah. But I only have like the leftover, which is like this little tub. And this color is a bit too sheer for me. Yeah. So I'm going to use another one. I'm going to use another color for today's demonstration. So the lipstick I'm using is just any other lipstick. It's just, what's this? I think it's L'Oreal, I think. Yeah, L'Oreal in color Rose. So, okay. So this is the color I'm going to use for my blush.
Okay.
Okay. So a lot of ladies, we usually probably use color powder blush. Powder blush is fine. It's very common and you can easily apply. But if let's say you're in a rush for time or you want to touch up your blush and you don't have anything except a lipstick, right? Then this is something you can use. Okay. Key thing, it has to be matte. It cannot be glossy.
Okay, it's not too oily.
Yeah, not too oily, because if it's oily, you remove your foundation already. Yeah. So what I do, right, is I just turn up a little bit, so not too much, because if you apply on your face like this, it's gonna break. So just a tiny bit, and then I'm gonna apply it directly onto the cheeks, onto the apples of my cheeks like that.
Okay.
Okay. Like a little red Indian.
For me, I use a cream blusher usually. I also don't really like the the powdery stuff.
Correct,
so this is similar to lipstick, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. So just apply on the apples of your cheeks, and then I'm just gonna use these two fingers, middle finger and ring finger, to blend the outer rim. Blend the outer rim. Okay. You want to keep the color pigmentation still there, but you don't want people to see like two lines. You don't want people to see two circles. Okay. So tap and then blend the outer rim away. Okay. But keeping the color there.
Okay. So it's better to smile, right? So we know where are the cheeks.
Actually, that's also another myth lah.
Another myth, oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's a lot of makeup
mom's myth. Oh my gosh.
Okay. I mean, it's nice if you look into a mirror and then smile, you feel happier, right?
Oh, okay.
But even without smiling, right, basically the cheeks are these two muscles that are directly underneath your eye. Yeah. Because sometimes people's facial structure changes over the years, you see. So sometimes some people, when they smile, their cheeks get lifted up, but when they don't smile, their cheeks sag. right?
Better
So
smile
you,
more.
yeah, you want the blush to be at the area where it's supposed to be, regardless of whether you smile or not.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. So yes, liquid blush or cream blush, right? What is good for is it's more hydrating, good for dry skin, and it's more lasting and more natural lah, right? Because like just now, both of us we put the product on and then it looks quite pigmented, but once you blend it out, it's actually very natural looking.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So next step. Now this is the step which I say if let's say you don't have a primer, you can actually set your face. Set your face and make your
set
makeup.
face. Must set face again. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
How to
without
set
a
the face?
primer, this is what you can do to make sure your makeup stays for the entire day. All right. So you don't have to use both. I'm just going to show you your options. So what you can use is actually a setting powder. This is a loose form. Okay. And then this is a press form.
Okay.
Okay. And even though this two actually looks very white, right? But when you apply on, it's translucent. It just goes on whatever.
What do you call that?
It's a setting powder.
Setting powder. Okay.
Yeah. The purpose of a setting powder. The purpose of a setting powder, right? It seals your makeup and it creates a thin barrier. Yeah, a thin barrier, so it doesn't come off easily. So let's say after you eat, right? After lunch, you use lipstick, you use a tissue paper to wipe off your mouth. Your entire foundation wouldn't come off. Okay.
I see. Imagine your foundation comes off.
Yeah.
Say, I see a ghost suddenly.
Yeah. Okay. So it's important to set your makeup, but you don't have to put too much. Just a thin layer will do. I'm gonna demonstrate using loose powder over here. Yeah. Okay. So what I usually do is I would just take a little bit out from it, and then you'll see this amount.
Oh, okay.
And in order to set your powder, you can use different methods or different tools. Now for setting powder, I cannot just use my fingers already. All right, because I need a more even coverage. So you can use either one of this. This is a powder puff.
Okay.
Okay. I think at Daiso this is only like $2. Yeah. Guardian Watsons they also sell I think about $150 or something. And this one is a big fluffy powder brush. Okay. So you can use either one of this. For the sake of today's demonstration, I'm gonna use which one would most people have, do you think?
Okay, come let's put can everybody just share what do you usually have? The brush or
a brush or a puff?
The puff.
Yeah, then I will demonstrate using the particular tool.
Okay.
Brush.
Some have both using for different purposes. So is there a difference if you use the puff or the brush?
Yes, correct. For a brush, right, it's a lighter application, which means if let's say you have dry skin, a brush is usually better. But if you have oily skin, I would usually suggest a puff because it really presses the powder down to seal the makeup even more and it controls oil.
Okay.
Correct. Okay, so for myself, I have dry skin and my foundation is a matte foundation some more. So I would demonstrate using a brush because I also see some people, they mentioned they have a brush. Yeah. Okay, so how do you use the brush, right? You pick up the product and make sure it's enough so that you can see. Yeah. And then typically the places that you want to set first would be where you put your concealer. The second would be where it gets oily often. Okay, so just now I put my concealer here, I put a little bit here, so I'm going to set it first. And when you do that, make sure you don't create any lines. So don't smile when doing it because you are going to emphasize your lines. Make sure your skin is as smooth as possible, as tight as possible, and then you set it.
Well, don't smile. Okay, yeah. No wrinkles.
Not at this point. Not at this point. Cannot smile. Okay. And then set it, and then here, remember, don't ever do this. Don't create any lines. Make sure it's smooth and tight, and then you set it.
Okay, so this is so that the makeup doesn't come off. Correct. So you just set at the places where you place the concealer. How about your cheeks and everything? You don't need to set.
For my cheeks, right, because my cheeks tend to be a bit dry.
Oh, so you don't want, but actually you can, by right.
But actually you can.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So So this is what I mean by understand your own face and then you apply the products very suitable. Yeah, so once you know usually which area gets oily or which area the makeup comes off fast, right? Then you can set it. So for me, it will be this area, and there's a lot of times like because when I eat, I rub tissue on my face, right? So this area, the foundation tends to come off, so I'll set it. And if you notice, right, I use pressing motion. Oh, I don't do this.
Oh, okay. Why? So that the thing doesn't spread too thinly.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
because what you want to do is you want to use a little bit of product. You want to focus on your important area. Yeah, once you do this, right,
Then
you're not
everything.
doing anything.
So in what cases then you use this kind of motion? When you do your blusher, is it?
When you do your blusher, even for blusher, right, I only concentrate in this area. I also don't spread it all over my face. The only time when you see people use a big motion to dust off powder is when there is excess powder you want to remove.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's also another myth that I told myself. I make sure I must tell all the ladies here today. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So after we have finished setting our face with the powder, next we are going on to eyeshadow.
Okay, eyeshadow. What colors?
If let's say, actually, to be honest, there really isn't any fixed color. But if let's say you want to be more work appropriate, I would recommend earthy tones. Earthy tones like brown, maroon, gray is fine, gold, rose gold. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Sure.
Typically for Asian skin color, we are good with warm color shades.
Okay,
Yeah,
regardless of skin. So is fair and tan what?
Yeah.
Is there a difference?
Warm color shades is good. Correct. Unless you belong to the cooler skin tone, then you can go for the cool color shades, which is usually green, purple, blue. But those are usually a bit too dramatic for work.
Not too dramatic for work. Green, blue, and all that. Purple.
Correct.
Okay.
That's a bit too dramatic. Okay. So today I'm using this one. This bronze, a gold, and a brown color. So such shades are usually quite work appropriate. It will still make you look good, but not.
So I can use these, which are similar to yours.
Yes.
The gold, the brown, and the okay.
Correct. So let me just show you today the kind of makeup eyeshadow look we are trying to achieve. Yeah. So if you look at this, right? Okay. There is a top example and a bottom example. The bottom example, it shows a very distinct color and it shows a harsh line. So later I'm going to share certain terms such as harsh line, such as blending, and this is what I mean. So what we want to achieve is the top example. What we don't want to achieve is the bottom example. Can you see the difference?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so both are using the same color. The application area is almost the same, but this one is soft, is softly blended upwards, and there's a gradient from the dark to the light. Okay, whereas this one, it's a very harsh and distinct line. You see where the color starts, you see where the color stops. Whereas this one, you see it gradually fading upwards and gradually fading inwards. So this is what we want to achieve, yeah? Okay. Let's go. Okay, so when you have an eyeshadow palette, right, we always want to apply the medium or the lighter color first. Okay, so for myself, I'll be applying this bronze color first. We are only going to use okay, I will show you all three colors today, but let's start with this one. Okay, so to apply eyeshadow using your fingers, now comes the technical part. Okay, so see this top section of the fingertip. Okay, to apply color across the entire lid, right, you can use this entire fleshy part. Okay, so we are going to use this one for the first color. Later, the second color, right, I'm just going to use this tippy tip, this tip of my ring finger. Okay, this for second color. First color is for the entire fleshy finger. So I'm just going to take this color. Okay, and then I'm going to apply it across my entire eyelid, like this. Okay, so the shiny one first. Yeah. Which is the middle color, okay? Okay. Then repeat the same for the other eye.
Anyone else doing the makeup with us? Or it's just us? You can't remember if you don't practice it, you know. Really. Yeah, you can put on your makeup and then go out. It's okay. Okay.
Okay.
That's all. Then we'll just, yeah, we don't need any brush or anything like that. Don't need any applicator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't need. Okay. Then
Okay.
next, I'm going to use a tissue paper just to clean off my finger first.
Okay.
Okay. When you're using your fingers to apply makeup, right, always make sure you have tissue paper on standby because you don't want to mix the colors and make everything look too dirty.
Too dirty. Okay.
Then next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using my tippy tip finger. Sorry, this one I'm going to go back to the first color. Tippy tip finger.
Okay.
Just tippy tip. And then I'm going to apply on the bottom eyelid.
Wow, just with your fingers?
Yeah.
The same color?
Yes, same color.
Oh, this is a lot of skill. If I do that, then I look like a panda, how?
No,
Oh my gosh.
you won't.
Okay, I guess at the bottom, right?
Yeah, which is why I say for the first color, right, you have to start with a medium shade or a light shade. You cannot start with a dark shade.
Oh, okay.
For the darker color, we are not going to put on our bottom lid, so it's fine.
Okay, I guess so. I think
Okay.
I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, good. Next we are going to use the same. Okay, clean off whatever color you have on your tippy tip finger. Next, using the same tippy tip finger, we are going to take the darker color.
Okay. Darker color, all right.
Okay. Then we are going to apply on the outer half of our eye.
Okay.
I'm going to show you where.
So outside in.
Yes, outside in here. Okay, so let's do that for our eye. So the range of movement will be always outside in and then outside in.
Okay. Just the lower part, right? You don't spread out, right? Is it just the lower part of the eye?
So what I do is I will do outside in horizontally, then I will start to move diagonally upwards. Yeah.
Oh, so you have moved
your eye
up.
contour.
Okay.
Yes. So outside in horizontal, outside in diagonal up, outside in diagonal up, outside in diagonal up.
Oh, okay. Gradual.
Yes, gradual.
Man, I've been doing makeup wrongly. Can't believe it. Okay.
Okay, so if you look at it, right, this is without the brown color. So there's this shine in the middle because of the shimmer color I use, but there is no depth at the side. Whereas this one, can you see the depth? Yeah, so the dark color actually creates a dimension for your eyes.
Okay.
So let's repeat this for the next one.
Okay.
Just using the tippy tip.
Okay.
And then same outer corner in diagonal, outer corner in diagonal upwards. Up.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so once you are done, if let's say you want to, you can use your clean third finger, right, to blend out any harsh edges. Because sometimes when we apply the color, if let's say one time we deposit too much color, then you might feel that the color is too strong. If let's say you want it to look a bit more natural, just use your clean finger and gently blend out the outer rim of it. Okay, always only blend out the outer rim because you still want the color to stay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's how you achieve this soft blending right here and not this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so our eyeshadow is already done.
Okay.
Okay, so now we move on to our eyeliner. I'm just using a waterproof eyeliner.
Okay.
Are you using an eyeliner over there?
Okay, I do have eyeliner. You know, sometimes I just use, because eyeliner is stays, right? Then you need to use alcohol to wipe it. So sometimes I just use like the darkest color of the eyeshadow.
Eyeshadow, yes.
Is it correct? That's fine.
That's fine. That's fine too. Of course, you have to make sure that you don't have oily lids. If you have oily lids, right, then in order for eyeshadow to stay, you need to make sure you prime your eyes with eyeshadow primer first. Yeah,
Okay.
correct. Just like how we prime our face with foundation primer. If let's say you have oily lids and you don't want to use waterproof makeup on yourself, prime your eyes first. Then you should stay.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
for myself, right, I would prefer to use eyeliner because for me, I have how to say, I usually prefer my eyes to be a bit more outstanding.
Make it pop.
Yeah, to make it pop. So I will usually use eyeliner. So if let's say you are using an eyeliner, then you can follow my steps. For Renee, if you prefer to use eyeshadow, right, you can apply the dark color eyeshadow in the same area where I apply my eyeliner.
Yes, okay. And can I use a brush, something like this, to do it?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate two different ways because my eyes and Renee's eyes, the shape and the eyelid fold is very different. Okay, yeah, because you have double eyelid on one side and one hooded on the other side. For me, both my eyes are single eyelid. Yeah. So in terms of how we apply, right, it will be slightly different, but I'll just explain that. So for Renee, the side with double eyelid, right, you can actually just
I have both double eyelids. It's just one thicker lid and the other.
correct.
Not enough sleep. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. What do I do?
Okay. So you can actually just close your eyes slightly, and then I would suggest you hold your brush. Actually, for a brush, yeah, for a brush you can just hold it straight like this. For a brush you can hold it straight like this. For my eyeliner pen, I have to hold it in a slightly different way. Okay, so just line it very, very close to your lash line.
So you start from the middle out?
Yes, I start from the middle out.
Okay.
Yeah, you just need a very thin line. You don't need a very thick line.
Okay.
Okay, so middle out, and then you don't really need to stress yourself by drawing one throughout. Okay, you can just connect. You can draw short strokes and then connect it. And typically for work makeup, I wouldn't suggest you to do two wing eyeliner. Okay, so just extend slightly beyond the length of your eyes will do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a very natural eyeliner. Okay, and then just make sure you fill in from front to back.
Would you use a brown or would you use a black?
I would usually use black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but okay, black for my liquid eyeliner. If let's say I am going to use eyeshadow, I will use dark brown, matte dark brown.
Yeah. Okay. Oops, I should have cleaned my
fingers.
Yeah, we accidentally
yes,
kind of mix it.
Right.
Gosh.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why it's important. So even though using fingers to do makeup is convenient, but you always need to make sure you have cleaning tools. Okay.
Okay. You did both of your eyes already?
Not yet. I'm going to show how I usually do my eyeliner for single eyelid.
Oh, okay. So there's a difference.
Yeah, there's a big difference. So you see, right now over here, I have a very thin eyeliner, right? But when I look straight, right, you cannot see it at all, right? It disappears. Yeah, so for single eyelid ladies, this is usually how I do that. So I would look straight. I'll look straight into the mirror, and then I would mark the height. And then you see how high my eyeliner has to go? Wow. Compared to this?
Then your eyeliner becomes so thick.
Yes, so my eyeliner would have to be thick, and you would see it when I close my eyes lah. When I close my eyes, you will see a thick eyeliner. So what I usually do is after I finish lining the thick eyeliner, I would smudge it out or blend it with a dark brown eyeshadow. So it just looks like a natural smoky eye effect.
I
Yeah,
see.
but this is
Okay.
how usually I would suggest for single eyelid ladies to do their eye makeup.
So ideally to pull their skin.
I would usually put because my eyelid fold is a bit thick. Yeah, correct. So I will usually gently just lift it a little bit, so it's easy for me to slide my eyeliner, liquid eyeliner across.
Okay. And how far should the line go? Like, some people have a very until like cat eyes, So
I wouldn't suggest the eyeliner to go too long.
too long.
So long as it's slightly longer, maybe just a half a cm.
Half a
Just
cm.
a
So
half a,
do you make
yeah,
sure that
just
it's like aligned with your eyebrow or
no.
no?
The eyebrow
Oh,
should
no need.
always be longer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, correct. So I'm just gonna complete my eyeliner on this side, and then I'm gonna show
It's a
you.
skill, okay? Guys, if you're here, like if you have any guys, you can try this at home. Just try this at home, it's so don't blame your wives or your girlfriend, right, for taking so long just to look pretty for you. Okay? Yeah.
Okay, so I have lined my eyes already. Just let me finish. Okay, so if you see, right, I have lined my eye already, and then you see the difference between my left and right.
Okay.
Right, so if let's say I do this, which of course looks natural, but it doesn't do anything to enhance my eyes at all. Yeah, so for single eyelid or hooded eyelid ladies, right, I would suggest you to look straight in the camera, mark the height where you want your eyeliner to be seen, and then you fill in the gap. Yeah.
Okay.
Just let me finish off this one because if not,
Sure.
I'll look very asymmetrical.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so same thing, mark the height. And then after I mark the height, right, I mark the height with my eyeliner vertically like this. Then when I fill it in, I change to horizontal. So I change to holding it horizontally, and then I go back and fill in the space.
Oh my God.
See how high?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is more for ladies with hooded or single eyelids like myself.
Okay.
And I also usually do come across a lot of clients who have this problem because a lot of us, we don't have like perfectly symmetrical eyes or eyelid, right? Yeah, so these are like little tips and tricks to make you look a bit more balanced and to just alter it with a little bit of makeup. Okay, so now we are done with the eyeliner. We are going to go in with our
Do you
eyebrows.
suggest that we also line the eyes below or no?
Not often. I wouldn't suggest to do that for work lah. If you want to go for party, then I think it's okay. Yeah, but you need to make sure that you use waterproof eyeliner. Waterproof pencil eyeliner for lower lid particularly is very important because you just don't want it to smudge, and nobody dare to tell you that it's smudged.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you go to a meeting and it's smudge.
It's quite awkward. Okay, so we are going in to fill our eyebrows now. So eyebrow pencil. We mark the eyeliner by looking straight at the mirror. Yes, correct. Yeah. Okay. So now we are going to draw our eyebrows. For eyebrows, I'm just using an eyebrow pencil. I'm using a very, very thin eyebrow pencil. Okay, but of course, if you have any other eyebrow pencils or even eyebrow powder, just go ahead. I will demonstrate or at least I'll explain to you how to use it.
Okay.
Okay, Renee, you are using an eyebrow pencil or powder?
I have this.
Pencil. There's a
It's
sponge.
like a sponge, then there's this tip.
Okay, the tip is for you to draw lah. Usually just use the sponge to blend, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, can. Okay, let's try the drawing first before you use the sponge to blend.
Okay.
In fact, give me a minute. I actually have something similar. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. All right, so I have this, which is a pencil to draw,
Okay.
and then the middle one I can actually blend it as well. Okay, so I'm just
Okay.
going to show you how to use this. Okay, so for drawing our eyebrow, right? Most of us, a lot of ladies actually start drawing from the front.
Yes. Wrong.
Wrong.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, the reason is because most of us, we have more eyebrow hair in the front. Unless you have lesser eyebrow hair in front and you have more at the back, then okay, by all means, you start off from the front. But
Okay.
most of us, we have more hair in front and less at the back, like
Okay.
myself lah. Okay, so what I would suggest is you start off with drawing from here, this arch, to the end.
Okay.
Make sure it's defined, and then after that, you blend the product to the front, so it looks more natural.
Oh.
Okay.
So there's there. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So using the eyebrow pencil, we start off from this arch over here, and then
You start from the bottom, is it? You draw
Yes, I
from
start
the
from the
bottom
bottom.
line. Okay.
Correct.
So
From
now
the
drawing
bottom.
class, art class. Okay. Draw. And then the top, do you draw the
Yeah.
top?
Then
Oh,
after that, after drawing the bottom, then you draw the top to connect. Okay, so
Okay.
always make sure your eyebrow, right, it ends off in a defined sharp edge. You don't
Define
want
sub
your
edge.
yeah, define sharp edge at the back. You don't want your eyebrow to be thick at the back. Okay, it should be in
Thick
terms
to
of width.
thin.
Yeah, it should be thick to thin. It should not be thin to thick.
Okay. So how about here? You know, this point, do we make it sharp or no?
You mean the top?
Yeah.
The top, you don't necessarily have to make it sharp. For myself, this part is sharp because of my bone structure.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
I don't usually create a sharp top.
So ideally, do we choose pencils which are brown, lighter colors?
Usually, I would suggest ladies to choose 1 to 2 shades lighter than their hair color.
Oh, okay.
Correct. So, like for example, for you, right, if you have black hair, you can choose gray or dark brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest black.
Right. So with the pencil, do you also fill in the gaps in between also, or you use the blender?
So for me, right, I would, after I define the back, right, I would just, because over here is already quite dark. Yeah, so
Okay.
I don't have to add any more color here, but I will use the pencil to actually fill in a little bit in front. And I would use tiny strokes, like drawing your eyebrow hair in front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you use the sponge already, huh?
No, yeah, I'm still using a
You
pencil.
still use the pencil.
Just
Okay.
a little bit, okay? Not too much.
Just
Then
lightly.
after that, after that, I'll use the sponge.
Okay.
And then I would push it in a forward motion.
Oh, forward motion. I always do it the other way around.
Yeah, I'll push in a forward motion. And then after that, right, this is the interesting part. I'll actually
Okay.
get down a little bit. So it adds to my
down a
nose
bit.
contour.
Oh. But it's so odd when you do that the other way, right? Then your hair is like the other way around.
I know, but that's where your
Oh.
spoolie comes in. See this?
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so your spoolie, then you can actually control where you want your hair direction to be. So then your spoolie, you can brush it up and then brush it back.
Okay.
Okay. Then we repeat the same for the other side. So make sure always start from the arch and then back. Make sure your eyebrow ends in a sharp defined thin end. And the amount of pressure that I apply, right, when I draw the back of my brow and the front of my brow is different. The back of my brow, I actually apply a bit more pressure. Yeah, because I want this part to be stronger and more defined. And then the
last
front,
part,
right? Yes.
Oh.
But then the front of my brow, I draw in very light and tiny strokes, barely touching the skin.
Barely touching the skin. Okay.
The front of the brow. Yeah. Then after that, using the sponge, I'll push the product forward, blend it forward, and then just blend a little bit down the side of my nose as a very subtle nose contour. Then if you like to, you can use your spoolie and then just go and comb back the eyebrow hair so that it flows in the direction that you want to. This is quite a detailed eyebrow tutorial.
Oh, serious?
I didn't intend to do that, but because I was looking at the product you have, so I thought I might as well show the full thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very dark, oh. Is it meant to be very dark? Oh my
No,
gosh.
it's not meant to be very dark. Okay, you can have it darker at the back, but the front should be softer. Yeah.
Okay,
So
softer.
if let's say you feel that the color is too strong, you can actually use your ring finger to push the color downwards. Yeah, to push the color forward and then blend it downwards a little bit. Okay, if the color is too strong, right, sometimes it also is also due to the pressure that you apply when you draw the eyebrow, or sometimes you might have applied the color over the same area too many times. Then there's a deposit of the color pigment. Yeah.
Okay.
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 Next, yeah, almost coming to the end. So lipstick. So lipstick,
Okay.
basically, there is no hard and fast rule, but I'm just going to share my usual way of applying, which is quite fast and it usually stays lah. Okay, so lipstick, I'm using the same color that I used for my blush just now. Okay, so usually what I do is I apply at the bottom and then I purse my lips to let the color transfer.
Do you usually use like a lip balm first before you do that? Then before you have like, you know, the chappy lips and then your dry skin?
Yes, but if you have lip balm, right, you need to apply it the first step before you start your whole face makeup. So after I apply my skincare, I would have already applied my lip balm.
Oh, why? Because you need it to set.
Correct.
Oh,
Correct.
okay.
You need your lips to have time to absorb the moisture, and then you apply all the makeup steps, right? And the last step is you apply your lipstick. If you apply your lipstick straight after you apply your lip balm, your lipstick is not going to last at all.
Oh, okay. So that's why. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So if let's say what kind of lipstick are you using? Is it a?
I have this kind. I have tint. I have this.
Okay. You can use the first kind. The
Okay.
first kind actually it does still look quite moisturizing. There's a slight satin or shimmer on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you can use that. So what I do is I'll apply this on the bottom of my lid.
Outside in, doesn't matter. Just
doesn't matter.
Any stroke.
Then I would press one time to let the color transfer up. Yeah, so usually I do that. And then after that, because you don't really need too thick a layer of lipstick, you just need a bit of color so that you look a bit healthier, more radiant, right? You just
now we don't look like ghosts, okay? Yeah.
Okay, and then after that, right, I would make sure my ring finger is clean, and then I'll pat it. I will pat it in so that I make sure the color seeps into the lip lines. It fills the lip lines. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
lipstick also must pat.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you're late for work, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It usually works. Of course, I mean, if your lipstick is super duper moisturizing and then you feel that it always comes off after like just 1 cup of coffee, right? Then you can set it with loose powder also.
Do you suggest using a gloss after?
Okay if it's indoor. Okay if it's indoor. If you're gonna be outdoors, right, your hair is going to fly and it's gonna stick to your lip gloss.
Yeah.
And it's quite annoying. Yeah, but if you're gonna be indoor, of course, go ahead. For lip gloss, I wouldn't suggest to apply on the entire lip. I usually put lip gloss for my clients just in the middle here, and then here, just a center part.
Oh, that's all. And then you just spread across.
No, you don't need to spread across. Yeah, it's just right here in the middle because then it creates a dimension. You know, you always want to contrast, ma. So if you put lips over your entire lip gloss over your entire lip, the whole thing will look shiny. You just want a tip of it to look shiny. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay,
yeah. So basically that's all for our fast free makeup today.
Wow. Any questions? People, any questions? This is your chance. Okay.
Yes.
Could you type in the chat any questions for Joyce before we move on to the next segment? Next segment is good for everyone. Okay, guys and ladies, you could make your dalgona coffee. You can prepare. Any questions here? Nobody? Great makeup tips? Yeah, it is indeed.
Welcome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we need to take the after the, so we've got the before, right? So what is the after look, right? So yeah, smile, ready, 1, 2, 3. Okay, anyone else has done your makeup, with us? If so, you could show your face as well, Yeah, totally. Okay, I'm just gonna share the screen, and then you'll be able to see what was the before and after effect. Hope it doesn't scare any one of you, but
After on screen.
yes, this is before, right? This is us like after we wake up from sleep. Yeah, okay. And then this is after. Yay. Okay. So anyone else have tried your makeup based on Joyce tips? Okay, you have done. Wow. Great. Okay, thank you so much, Joyce, for your sharing today. And Joyce also have prizes for you, okay? At the end of the segment. What is your prize?
Okay, so my prize would be 3 one-to-one private makeup sessions with me, and each session is 1 hour, and I'll go through everything from skincare to the individual makeup tips, customized according to what you want to know and to tackle your challenges. Yeah.
Okay. And all right. How many people could win this?
3.
3 lucky winners. And
Yes.
how much is it worth?
Each session is 45. It will be conducted via Zoom. Usually when I do the physical one-to-one session for 2 hours, it's actually 200. Yeah, so this is really, really a very, very good price.
Oh, physical one-to-one is 200 bucks.
Yes, yeah, correct.
Wow. Okay, so great. Hopefully you guys win the prize. All right. And okay, I'm just gonna change to the slideshow. Okay, so what to prepare? You can go to your kitchen right now and prepare the whisk, just one whisk, a Nescafe bean-in powder. So like, well, I mean, if you have no coffee or if you don't drink coffee, you can always use Milo or chocolate powder, right? I guess that works, but the texture may differ a little. Fresh milk, your favorite cup, a clear cup, ice cubes if you have. If you don't, then it's not cold, that's fine. Some water and bowl and a tablespoon. Okay, let's all participate in this, right? Speakers as well, okay? Get all these materials. Okay, so whisk, powder, milk, cup, ice cubes, water, bowl, tablespoon. So same thing. I'm gonna go for a short commercial break, and so that everyone could just prepare your stuff, and we'll come back here in a minute's time. All right, I'll see you guys shortly.